In this video, I'm going to share with you some of the most important Canva templates you can use for real estate in 2022. Hey everybody, Katie Lance here, founder and CEO of Katie Lance Consulting, the Get Social Smart Academy, and author of the book, Get Social Smart. It's episode 274 of the Get Social Smart show. And in this video, I'm going to share with you some of my favorite templates that you can use if you are in real estate and you're using Canva. This video is going to be a great Canva template tutorial for real estate agents because I know when it comes to Canva can feel a little overwhelming and there's thousands of templates that are available. So where do you start? I'm going to share 5 of my favorite ones today in this video. Let's go. Template number 1, real estate. Okay, that's probably not a shocker, right? When you're in Canva and you're searching for templates, there's lots of different things that you can search for. And I know this is a no-brainer, but if you've never just searched the word real estate or realtor or just listed or just sold, you're missing out. That is a great place to start. Now, by the way, if you're listening to this going, hold on, Katie, I gotta get started with Canva, where do I go? We actually did a video recently with some really great, simple Canva tips, tools, and strategies for you to get started with Canva. So if you need that, we're going to drop that link below. Make sure you watch this after you watch this video. Okay, so we're going to start with real estate templates. So when you're in Canva, again, there's a whole search area for templates, and whether you have a free account or a pro account, there are lots of templates available. So I like to say, don't just search real estate, but think about all the different marketing that you do. If you've ever done postcards, you've done just listed, just sold, well, you know you can search for just listed, just sold. You could also search for open house. You could search for under contract. You can even just search the word house or home. And once you found a template that you like, as I always say, you don't always have to reinvent the wheel every time you're creating something in Canva. If you find a great real estate template you like, click on that. You can easily change the colors, the fonts, the logos, really make it your own, and now it's something that you can rinse and repeat and use time and time again. Template number 2, reminders. So I love the reminders templates that are available within Canva because we all know in real estate, there's a lot of reminders, right? And if you look at the reminders templates within Canva, you can really customize those to be anything you want them to be, whether they're reminders, whether it's a checklist. And a lot of agents like to publish a Tip Tuesday, where every Tuesday they're publishing just a quick tip on Instagram, Facebook, or anywhere on social media. And if you're creating a quick tip, it's really easy to do that by finding a reminder template that you like. So a lot of the reminder templates look like either bullet points, or sometimes they'll look like they have the little toggle on, toggle off that you might see like on an iPhone or a mobile device. And so you can find one that you like, and then what I would recommend that you do is you brainstorm the conversations that you have with clients, the tips and reminders when you're working with buyers, sellers, prospects, and that's content that's probably already in your brain, right, as you're working with clients day in and day out. And for a lot of agents, it's really easy to go into that reminder template, find one that they like, and then duplicate it a few times and batch create some content all in one sitting. Imagine taking 20 or 30 minutes going into Canva, searching reminders, creating one graphic with maybe 2 or 3 tips, and then you duplicate that with another 2 or 3 tips, duplicate that again, and now you've got 4 Tip Tuesdays for the next 4 Tuesdays, right? So as you guys know, if you've been following me over on YouTube or social media for any period of time, I always talk about working smarter, not harder, which is why I absolutely love Canva for real estate. Template number 3, testimonials. Okay, this is a big one. I know for a lot of you, you have testimonials literally everywhere, right? You have testimonials maybe on Facebook or Google or Yelp or Zillow or Realtor.com or in emails or handwritten notes that people have sent you over the years. And so whether you are newer to real estate or maybe you're a little bit more advanced, testimonial templates are one of the easiest pieces of content that you can create. So you're going to want to go into Canva, under templates, just search the word testimonials. And again, you will find hundreds, if not thousands of options. As I always say, pick 1 or 2 that you like. You don't always have to reinvent the wheel. Pick one that you like, customize it with either your photo, your colors, your fonts, again, your logo. And what I like to do is have your testimonials open in a separate window. So if you're designing on Canva, on your computer, by the way, I think it's easier to design on your computer versus your phone. That's probably a whole nother conversation, but on your computer, have Canva open, and then you might have some additional windows open. Maybe Maybe you have your Google reviews window open, and then you've got your LinkedIn reviews open, and then you've got Facebook, and you have a couple of those open. What I encourage you to do is pick your favorite ones, right? What are the favorite maybe 5 to 7 ones that you absolutely love? You can copy and paste them and put them into Canva. Now, the good news is you don't always have to use the full review. Maybe it's just, part of it, a couple sentences or two. We want to credit whoever gave you that review. And so we want to make it really easy. Again, we don't want to reinvent the wheel. So we find a testimonial, we find a template, we copy and paste, we brand it to your branding, and we're done. And just like I talked about batching content earlier with Canva, you can do this with testimonials. If you find one template that you absolutely love, take that template, change the colors to make them your own, change the fonts, maybe add your logo, and then duplicate it a few times, right? If you have 5 great testimonials that just really speak to you, now you can create 5 testimonials, and maybe every Thursday is Testimonial Thursday where you post a new testimonial, right? So I think you can start to see that, especially with Canva, it's really easy to start to plan ahead. It's great to be able to schedule some of your content. And by the way, you can even schedule some of your content right within Canva, which is easy to do as well. Okay, template number 4, quote graphics. So I'm often asked all the time, like, where do I find inspirational quotes, motivational quotes? Well, if you go into Canva and you search quote graphics, holy moly, you'll find a lot of great templates and lots of great quotes. Now you could also go to Google and just Google motivational quotes or success quotes, or if there's one that really speaks to you, you can go into Canva, again, search the word quote graphics, and maybe there's a quote in there that maybe doesn't quite speak to you, but you like the graphic. You can take another quote and insert that into the template. Again, change the colors, make sure it's consistent with your branding. That's the name of the game. And then you can always rinse and repeat. So a lot of folks like to post like a Monday motivation, or maybe it's a Wednesday wisdom. I encourage you to pick quotes that truly do speak to you, because when you're posting, it's great to be able, once you post, to be able to say, like, why did that post mean something to you? Why did that quote speak to you? And that's a great way to connect with your audience versus just one more motivational quote, right? So again, go under templates, search quote graphics. Again, edit those so they go with your branding, add in a few quotes, and again, you can batch create a number of those and get those scheduled out, and then you're good to go with your content. Template number 5, polls. So when you look in Canva, you can search the word polls, and polls are used quite a lot, right? We see this a lot in social media, where we'll see people post things like, which kitchen do you prefer, A or B, or are you a renter or are you a homeowner, or we see all the different types of questions asked. And the reason why polls are really effective in social media is because they're a quick and easy question, right? It's not, are you planning on buying or selling? Which is kind of a really big question for a lot of people to answer publicly, but it's a really simple question, right? It's, we say, what kind of style do you like better? This one or this one? Which type of kitchen do you like better? This one or this one? And so when you go into Canva under templates and search polls, there are so many different options, and it'll really give you some good inspiration to create some fun and engaging content that's about real estate, it's about home, it's about housing, but it's not necessarily overly promotional. Right? If you watch any of our other training, you know that when it comes to content on social media, you want to have a balance of content. So having content that's about your business, promotional content, just listed, just sold, open houses, testimonials, but then also have some educational, informative content like we talked about Tip Tuesday, right? And then in addition to that, we want to have some fun content, because think about it, part of why people go on social media, part of why you go on social media and I do, is because it's fun, right? Why does social media become kind of a big time suck? It's because it's fun for a lot of us. We tend to spend time on it. So if part of our content can be fun, or doing a poll, asking a question, getting some engagement, it's a great way to engage your audience. And the more engagement we get on those type of posts, typically that's going to trickle down to our other posts that we really want people to see as well. So I know there's thousands of templates within Canva. Those are just my top 5. I would love to hear from you. What's your favorite template in Canva? Do you have a favorite? Let me know in the comments below. And if you're watching this video over on YouTube, I would love if you hit the subscribe button and the bell button, because we have new videos that come out each and every week. Now, if you're listening to this thinking, okay, I got to get a handle on social media, not just Canva, but social media in general, we have a great free resource library. If you've never checked it out, you can go to katielance.com/freebies, katielance.com/freebies, and we have lots of great free resources for social media for real estate agents we would love for you to check out. So check it out, dive into Canva, let me know what questions you have, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.